See a bard in the corner. Hello everyone, it's Bardic Whispers here. Today I'm going to be going through a wizard build. This is a little bit of a joke character kind of thing. So now you have your serious characters and then you might have a few joke characters for a little bit of fun and shenanigans and stuff. I sort of perceive this as a little bit more jokey. You can sort of have a look if you like. But basically, I was having a joke with my partner about a wizard that used prestidigitation on everything to change colours and was really just sort of colourful and everything like that. So we were looking at painting our bathroom. So we were looking at Dulux. I wanted to name this wizard Dulxicatus. So Dulxicatus. For those of you who don't know, Dulux is a paint company. So let's go with a level 1 wizard. And we'll go through race alignment as per the norm. So using player's handbook again. And today I'm going to actually roll up the numbers again, so that we have some of those little bits and bobs just to sort of fill out this a little bit more. So determining ability scores. So I believe it is roll 6-sided dice. Was it roll 4? I think it was. I might need a couple more actually. 1, 2, 3. You generate the ability scores, randomly roll 4 6-sided dice, record total of the highest 3 dice on the piece of scratch paper. Do this 5 more times so that you have 6 numbers. So let's so much working. Sorry, this is from a previous build. So we'll write these scores and then add as required. 6, 3, 5, 8, 14. 1, 5, 5, 14. 3, 8. 12, 17. That's not good. 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 9. Interesting. Cool. So we do get 4 d6s, roll them, 3 highest. You write those down, those totals, and then you get your stats and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll probably put these down first, and then we'll go from there. So a wizard is intelligence, I think. So let's put that as top. And 17 creates a +3. Constitution, I've got a bit of health, so 14 +2. Wisdom. So we've got 17 gone, 14 gone. Let's do dexterity. No, let's do wisdom. +2. Sorry about the planes. Strength at 9, which is -1. Dexterity 8, -1, -1, 8. Cool. So, I've also been looking at getting parchment paper as well. So I'm looking for some parchment paper, write up some more things like that. Use more scratchy scratch with my fountain pen and stuff. Okay, cool, perfect. So let's just quickly go through here. -1, wisdom +2, intelligence +3, athletics -1, charisma -1, history +3, in wisdom +2, intimidation -1, investigation +3, +2 wisdom, intelligence +3 for nature, perception is wisdom +2, charisma -1, -1 for persuasion, religion +3, sleight of hand -1, stealth -1, and survival +2. Great. Armor class. Character's ability, building, Brenner. Looking good so far. Races. Let's look. So we got dwarves, elves. We've got halflings, humans, human traits, dragonborn, gnomes, deep gnome, half elves, half orcs, tiefling. Do I want a tiefling? I might actually use human. I want gnome. Maybe we do gnome. And you know. Constant busy activity pervades and warrants the neighbourhoods where gnomes form close and knit communities. Vibrant expression. Some of those aspects of recolouring using prestidigitation and everything. The sunny disposition of a gnome will definitely sort of help that kind of thing. So, yeah, bright burrow, seeing the world, gnome traits, gnome cutting languages and subraces. So there's the forest gnome and then the rock gnome. I think we're going to go with rock gnome. So as a rock gnome, you have a natural inventiveness and hardness beyond that of other gnomes. Most gnomes in the world are rock gnomes, including the tinker gnomes of the Dragonlance setting. Ability score increased for Constitution. Score increases by 1. So Constitution plus 1. 3. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to magic items, alchemical objects, or technical devices, you can add twice your proficiency bonus instead of any proficiency bonus normally applied. So Artificer's Law for history times by 2, so we get plus 6 when it becomes a magical item. If you have proficiency with artisan tools, using these tools, you can spend 1 hour and 10 GP worth of materials and construct a tiny clockwork device. AC 5, 1 HP, the device ceases to function after 24 hours unless you spend 1 hour repairing it and keep the device functioning. Or you use your action to dismantle it. At the time, you can reclaim the materials used to create, and you can have up to 3 such devices active at any time. When you create a device, choose one of the following options. Sorry, my nose is a bit blocked. Clockwork toy. This toy is a clockwork animal, monster or person such as a frog, mouse, bird, dragon, or soldier. When placed in the ground, the toy moves 5 feet across on the ground on each of your turns in a random direction. It makes a noise as appropriate to the creature it represents. So I've actually got something that's fairly close to that. So I have this. The necklace I got from JJ's. So if you're not Australian, I don't know if JJ's is a thing, but like, it's a little knight, a little soldier. So let's have that as our little tinkering toy. I think that would be great if I was actually playing this character to bring this along, saying like, this is my little tinker toy. I make these little animatronic people, these little soldiers and stuff. I think that would be really cool. So let's keep him around. A fire starter. The device produces a miniature flame which can be used to light a candle, torch, or campfire. Using the device requires your action. Musical box. When open, the musical box plays a single song at a moderate volume. The box stops playing when it reaches the song's end, or when it is closed. So you get these little like tinkering bits. So that would be really helpful in dungeons and stuff if you want to try and trip things or just run distractions. I would use the clockwork toy a lot. So we've got a rock gnome, and the tinkerer. 1 hour, 10 gold pieces, clockwork toy. Cool. So let's go to the wizard build and see what is up. Wizard 112. Scholars of the Arcane. Lore of Knowledge. Creating a wizard. Creating a wizard character demands a backstory dominant by at least one extraordinary event. How did your character first come into contact with magic? How did you discover you had an aptitude for it? Do you have a natural talent, or did you simply study hard and practice incessantly? Alright, let's roll this up. Hit dice 1d6. So 3 hit points. Or hit dice, sorry. We've got 3 there. 6 plus your constitution modifier. So 9 hit points. Hit points at higher levels. I have to go first. Cool. Weapons, daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, light crossbow. Saving throws, intelligence and wisdom. Choose 2 from Arcana, History and Insight, Investigation, Religion for skills. Cool. And you've got your wizard spell casting slots per level. So that's great. Cantrips. Copying a spell in book, replacing the book's appearance. At first level, you have a spellbook containing 6 first level wizard spells of your choice. Your spellbook is the repository of the wizard spells you know, except your cantrips, which are fixed in your mind. Spellcasting ability is 8, plus your proficiency bonus, plus your intelligence modifier. So what I want to do is probably talk about the book a little bit. Your spellbook. The spells that you add to your spellbook as you gain levels reflect the arcane research you conduct on your own, as well as intellectual breakthroughs you have had about the nature of the multiverse. You might find other spells during your adventures. You could discover a spell recorded on a spell scroll in an evil wizard's chest, for example, or in a dusty tomb. Copying a spell into your book. When you find a wizard spell of the first level or higher, you can add it to your spell book. If it is a spell level, you can prepare, and if you can, spare the time to decipher and copy it. Copying the spell into your spellbook involves reproducing the basic form of the spell when deciphering a unique system of notation used by the spell who wrote it. By the wizard who wrote it. You must practice the spell until you understand the sounds or gestures required, then transcribe it into your spellbook using your own notation. Replacing the spellbook. You can copy a spell from your own spellbook into another book, for example. If you want to make a backup copy of your spellbook, this is just like copying a new spell into your spellbook. Faster and feels easier since you understand your own notation and already know how to cast a spell. You need to only spend 1 hour and 10 gold pieces for each level of copied spell. The book's appearance. Your spellbook is unique compilation of spells with its own decorative flourishes and margin notes. It might be a plain, functional leather volume that you received as a gift from your master, a finely bound, gilt-edged tome you found in an ancient library, or even a loose collection of notes scrounged together after you lost your previous spellbook in a mishap. Okay, with that, like being a gnome and tinkerer, a rock gnome, I think this is going to be sort of like, I think the book is going to be sort of I think it's going to have like just a lot of gears. Gold brass gears. I think I'm starting to just go with that, just like clockwork and gears and everything like that. So I think the book is going to look a little something like that. So big, heavy book, lots of gears and intricate brass work and stuff like that. So let's look at the schools. Arcane traditions, school of abjuration. So you have the school of abjuration. Abjuration emphasizes magic that blocks, banishes, or protects. Abjuration savant. There's arcane ward, projected ward, improved abjuration. School of conjuration. As a conjurer, you favor spells that produce objects and create out of thin air. You can conjure billowing clouds of killing fog or summon creatures elsewhere to fight on your behalf. You have School of Divination, Council of Diviner, sought by reality, commoners like, will seek the clearer understanding of the past, present, and future. As a diviner, you strive to part the veils of space, time, and consciousness. So that's like, it will give you Portent, which is really good. School of Enchantment. As a member of the School of Enchantment, you have your ability to magically entrance and beguile other people and monsters. Some enchanters are peacemakers who bewitch the violent and lay down their arms. Hypnotic gaze, instinctive charms, split enchantment. School of Evocation. You focus on studying magic that creates powerful elemental effects such as bitter cold, searing flame, rolling thunder, crackling lightning, and burning acid. School of Illusion. You focus your studies on magic that dazzles senses, befuddles the mind, and tricks even the wisest folk. Your magic is subtle, but in the illusions crafted by you, by your keen mind, makes the impossible seem real. School of Necromancy explores the cosmic forces of life, death, and undeath. As you focus your studies in this tradition, you learn to manipulate the energy that animates all living things. School of Transmutation. You are a student of spells that modify energy and matter to you. The world is not a fixed thing, but eminently mutable. So now this person's like a painter, so it's kind of hard to say. Banishment, produce options, probably School of Conjuration, so conjuration. Level 1, you can't really do too much with that, but let's see what this little gnome friend does. Base height, 2d4 to 5 inches. So they are 3, 4. Tall. Base weight for the gnome is 35 pounds times 1 pound. £40. Other physical characteristics, alignment. Let's say lawful neutral. Yeah, lawful neutral. LN. Personal traits, backgrounds, inspiration. Using inspiration. Acolyte, criminal, charlatan, entertainer, guild artisan. So how does a guild artisan know? Because they're a painter. Guild business. So let's roll a d20. 12. Well, the 13 is paint, line, and sign making. So we'll have them as a guild business, GB, painter. Personality trait 7. I don't part with my money easily and will haggle tirelessly to get the best deal possible. So let's put this Face down. Haggler. Ideals. A D6. 6. Aspiration. I work hard to be the best there is at my craft. Be the best. Tinkerer / painter. 1. The workshop where I learn my trade is the most important place in the world to me. Love my OG workshop. 2. I'm quick to assume that someone is trying to cheat me. Doesn't really work. I'm never satisfied with what I have. I always want more. Let's have a look at this properly. I'll do it. No one must ever learn that I once stole money from guild coffers. Yes. I once stole from coffers. Cool. Alright, so there's those pieces. Equipment. 4d4 times 10 gold. 4, 6, 8, 9 times 10. They're going to have 90 gold. Perfect. They're going to have no armor. So they're just going to have padded leather, white leather armor. 11 plus dex, so 10 for their armor class. Weapon proficiencies. They're going to be a gnome, so improvised weapons. I'm just going to have those daggers, I think. Daggers. 1d4, so they're going to have daggers. Just 1d4. Piercing. I think it's going to be like paint stirrers and stuff like that, so that's going to be cool. Go through here, so quivers, paintbrush, healing and stuff, spyglass, tinderbox, bouncing vehicles, tools, painter's set, donkeys and everything, spellcasting surfaces. That gives them 2 trinkets, so let's pull up a D100, 36, a vest with 100 tiny pockets. Great. I have a paint swatch vest. And then other 17, a glass orb filled with a moving smoke. Smoke filled orb that finds colour. Cool. Spell slots, feats, and everything like that. We will just move through those, play the game. I wanted to look at just some cantrips. For the spell, for the wizards. Da-da-da. Wizards, cantrip. So you've got, prestidigitation, so that's what I want. Dancing lights, acid splash, burning hands, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool, perfect. So let's go through a little bit of description. So, Dulxicatus is a rock gnome wizard. Although he is small and slight, he is adorned with leather padding as a tradesman or worker's vest that's got several paint splotches and different bits and bobs all covering him and everything like that. He carries in a satchel by his side clockwork paint-covered spellbook. He's a school of the conjuration. He's a tinkerer as well, and you can often see a little black tinkering little clockwork toy bouncing about his shoulders as he walks around, which is nice. He has come into with a little bit of money that he may or may not have taken from coffers of the Artisan Guild. He has a couple of daggers that are mostly covered in paint. He uses them as stirrers and opening paint pots rather than fighting at this stage. He is a fierce haggler and always tries to find the best price for things. He is always in love and wants to go back to his original workshop, believing that it's the place that he can solve all the problems from, because it's given him so much information, so much wealth in the past. So that's that. He has 2 trinkets always on his person as well. The one being the vest, which has numerous, hundreds, thousands of little different paint swatches that he uses in combination with a smoke-filled orb that, as he puts it up next to things, is able to detect what colour it is and provide the colour in that smoke. And then he's able to match it to the paint swatches. So he's going to have sort of like a nose, going to sort of big bulbous nose. Let's say big mustache. Big chin. Pointy ears. It's kind of looking like Wally G. Big shocks of hair. His ears. I don't have colourful things, but then he's got sort of like the vest. Like a little toggle thing here. It's got like lots of pockets with like different little paint pieces and stuff like that. Big beard and stuff. Lots of hair everywhere. Always covered in paint, with his little vest and everything like that. So that is Dulxicatus. Thank you for listening. A little bit of just sort of like this crazy little, always obsessed with colour, always using prestidigitation to just change the colour of things to his liking. A little bit of fun. A little bit of a fun character, but you get to see. Hope you enjoyed. This has been Bardic Whispers. Enjoy your long rest.